Good afternoon. My name is Simone Steinberg, and this is Access Hollywood. Today we will recap the highlights of Japan's Fashion Week that took place recently. In Tokyo, designers from all over the world gathered together to present their newest collection for spring 2015. Today I have special guests speaking about Tokyo's Fashion Week this year.
Hi, my name is Emily Gorlick.
And I'm Caroline Herring. There were some spectacular pieces that were displayed on the runway that definitely showed some promising pieces for the fashion world in Japan.
We were also shown some fantastic street style pieces too. It was great to see what might be worn on a regular basis on the streets of Tokyo and maybe some other cities around the world too.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone wears everything. We can see New York-based clothes in Tokyo and Japanese clothes in New York.
On the catwalk, we were especially looking forward to our favorite Japanese designers. We saw some returning classic designers and even some new young designers that show promising and new beautiful pieces in the fashion industry.
It was amazing. Let's recap this weekend and go over our favorite designers. We first saw Mizorni Mikawawa spring collection on the runway.
The collection had a dark, romantic vibe to it. It includes many black looks, like faux fur hats, studded leather coats that flared out from the waist, and long black dresses. Embroidered flowers, tigers and dragons on sleeves, and jacket fronts added a bit of abstract feel.
Morikawa incorporated some element of Japanese culture into each collection, and this season he produced a series of striking looks in ornate oriental decoration. There are many coats on the runway, but the most eye-catching combo was a long dress with a pleated skirt worn under a jacket with deep green satin sleeves.
It was great to see Christian Dada's work as well. He presented a collection based off of punk. He used headpieces to complete his look.
Another designer of women's fashion in Japan is Nozomi Ishiguro. He is known to not color within the lines and has been known to range from modern Japanese style to European style. Many don't consider his past work wearable, but it's still fashion and his collection made it to Fashion Week. This year, he mixed stars and stripes, but did make some of his pieces street style as well. Haute Couture, the collection's name, consists of flowers, but also American influence as well. Many outfits included the stars and stripes of the American flag.
A few years ago, Takashi Owaki made his debut at Tokyo's Fashion Week in 2011 with his collection Macaronic.
I really like his work, and as he designs pieces that are ornate enough to be in fashion show with fur and feathers. And he also designs pieces for the street, like shoes with comic illustrations. His collections don't aim at the mainstream consumer, but one who is willing to wear something different and that sticks out.
Yohji Yamamoto, one of the more recognized designers in Japan, took his collection to another level this year. He mentioned to a reporter that he wanted to make a collection for real girls today. He thought back to ancient Greece and the idea of the draped piece of fabric and connected it to the Japanese garment, the kimono. A kimono is a piece of fabric to serve as a dress. Yamamoto wanted to keep the elegant sleeves and the overall shape of the kimono in his new collection.
My personal favorite Japanese designer is Rei Kawakubo. She would always say my approach is simple. It is nothing other than what I am thinking at the time and make each piece of clothing. The result is something that other people decide.
Her pieces are very open-ended. Although she may stick with a color theme for each collection, she told a reporter once that without anything new, there is no progress. She also mentions that the Japanese fashion industry is constantly changing, so she likes to keep up with it and make new pieces to match the newest fad.
My favorite designer is Junya Watanabe. He is among the well-known Japanese designers, and his newest collection is known to be complex and confusing, yet beautiful. He wanted to explore the idea of dimensionality through clothing.
He uses geometrical shapes in his pieces and has a soft but rigorous look. Within his last few collections of work, he seems almost obsessive about hidden patterns, which I love. I would never really think of this type of work as Japanese fashion, but I now see it as even more than fashion.
Another favorite Japanese designer for women's fashion is Michiko Kushino. Her women's line called QT is based off of urban streetwear in Japan. While I was at Japan's Fashion Week, I got to experience some of the Japanese youth street style. I got to see girls look younger than they are with a style that they called Sweet Lolito. One explained that they love the look, love looking younger, more baby-like than they actually are. I saw many girls wearing something that they called Gothic Lolita, which is a dark style that is made up of dark colors and includes dark patterns. I also got to see some girls wearing Punk Lolita. The name pretty much describes what they were wearing, dark patterns, skulls, and red and black colors. My personal favorite was Sailor Lolita. The girls looked adorable with their sailor look.
Wow, so many talented designers and so many pieces of fashion that it seems like it sums up all aspects of the fast-growing industry of Japan's women's fashion. After this past Fashion Week, we have noticed that Japanese women's fashion may include flowers, different color themes, abstract shapes, and even some American looks too. We hope to see these designers featured in our favorite Japanese magazine, especially Vogue. Now you can go online to vote for your favorite designers that you saw this past weekend and your favorite pieces of the beautiful Japanese fashion collections.